Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We're set. Come on, T.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant.
Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Watson with a give to Miller. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
I got you.
On 3rd down, Miller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, get ready. That's 25. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Check. He's checking. Cracks.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Got it. SOS.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hardy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the first down.
Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bruce Ellington. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Come on, come on,
Watson off play action. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shane Ray in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
On the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got Sanu. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Let's go.
First down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 21. 41 Mike. Here we go, D.
Now Ryan on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan caught. It's Ellington. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready. Right 25.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Hardy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Texans first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Watson going to give this one to Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So don't say nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Switch up, switch up. Let him go.
Lamar Miller. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We're set. 19. Mike, 45. Ricky.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ready, back 25. Check 41. I'm coming. 54, Seth.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And this one brought in by Sanu. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
40, 280, back 25. Hey, grip in.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First down, Atlanta.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st down, Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Let's put them on the buses.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Tuesday. Get up.
To throw again is Ryan. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Ryan now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. 10. And this will be a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the Texans' 39-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That's got to be a long day. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 11. Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now it's Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
First down, Atlanta.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Right here, 41 Mike. Here we are. Hatchet.
Throwing now, Ryan. again on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Mike, 59, 59. Watch the flag.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run with Miller. Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
20. Watch twins.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that's complete. It's Allington. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
I'm coming on 21. Tight go.
On first down, Ryan. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Fresno. 21.
Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check three.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And Allington has it, middle of the field. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Right here, 41 Mike. Check tight.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Fourth down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ready.
45 to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. I know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Ready.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set. 19. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Miller. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. 19. And watch delay. At 31. Lock 59.
Now it's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Vic Beasley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Come on, QB, come on.
26.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. A gain there of 21 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
19. 45. Come on, dude. 24.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, it's Miller. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
At the 40-yard line.
Michael set. Let's take. You don't know no better.
They'll run on first down. Miller. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's set. Let's take.
He's back to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Watson now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. One last shot for Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't